A boodly 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 boy. A boodly boodly boy. A boodly boodly gay. Boodly boodly gaga. A boodly time boy. Going to gaga and the bomb bomb was eating at the bot.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the greatest, most impressive, and/or memorable tap sequences on film.
Some showgirls used to practice their routines in here. I think it did something to the machinery. Oh, I love it. In the Ritz elevator, all you do is go up and down.
Number 30, Hey Babe Hey, Born to Dance. With stars like Jimmy Stewart and Eleanor Powell in your movie, you can't go wrong.
Why not give me a try, babe? And maybe I'll make you my babe, 'cause I'm nuts about you.
This musical clip starts with Stewart singing before his co-stars take the floor. Buddy Ebsen then steps in for an impressive start to the tap.
If you're lonesome on your own, well, I haven't a darling to do.
Inspiring the others to join him, the dancer stands out among an eclectic and talented cast. The music perfectly complements this happy-go-lucky scene, getting the audience in the mood for some very underrated choreography. Ebsen on his own packs enough into this dance to fill an entire movie. The robust ensemble makes perfect use of the set, giving this dreamy number a romantic and upbeat feeling. Number 29, Puttin' on the Ritz, Blue Skies.
Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas in their mitts. Puttin' on the Ritz.
For this Irving Berlin classic, Fred Astaire dons a dapper suit and top hat, adding even more special flair to this marvelous solo dance. Swinging around and tapping like mad, Astaire eventually dances with several versions of himself. The effect makes for an extraordinary background to the already entertaining routine. But this isn't an instance of a special effect masking a weakness in the performer. Astaire's pure talent alone is enough to ensure you can't take your eyes off of this marvelous number. Puttin' on the Ritz gets the proper treatment here as a true standard performed by one of Hollywood's musical icons. Number 28, Bang Bang, Robin and the Seven Hoods.
Now that's the prettiest sound you'll ever hear. It's just like heavenly music to my ear.
In this adaptation of the Robin Hood tale, Sammy Davis Jr.'s character Will trashes a gambling den in song and dance. Blending tap dancing and marksmanship is a stroke of genius, as the sharp taps are given special emphasis through the use of emphatic gunshots. Skilled with his hands and feet, Davis uses his personal charisma and killer tap skills to make destruction fun and entertaining. The dancer slides and glides his way around before performing on the roulette table. With his lightning-quick steps, Davis never stops impressing in this scene. His amazing ability to jump on and off the bar is just one of several incredible feats in this number.
'Cause no one I know gets such a glow out of bang bang like me.
Number 27, Pick Yourself Up, Swing Time. Whenever a film has both Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers, audiences can rest easy knowing they're in good hands.
Please. I'm very anxious for Mr. Gordon to see this because I think it's the most interesting experiment. Now, how did you say that last step went?
This duet from Swing Time captures all of their chemistry, technical skills, and unmatched charisma. Swinging around the set, the two are able to show off as a pair and individually. They dance side by side in a tap routine that seems to get faster and harder with each movement. In a scene full of surprises, the two somehow keep their balance and don't trip on anything. Astaire and Rogers also perform graceful vaults over the surrounding gate, throwing in one more move to wow the viewers. Number 26, Let's Misbehave, Pennies from Heaven.
There's something wild about you, child, that's so contagious. Let's be outrageous. Let's misbehave.
If you haven't seen Christopher Walken dance, this is a perfect opportunity to watch him work. Pennies from Heaven features a terrific scene in which the actor reveals his fantastic footwork. As the pimp Tom, the performer mixes dancing with a strip show. He does it all like the son of Gene Kelly or Fred Astaire. Even though he loses his clothes, Walken keeps his cool in this seductive sequence. He taps across the bar and ends the routine with a thrilling dance in his boxers. His every step and shuffle works like a charm, making us wish that he was in many more musicals.
Yes, you should.
Only one thing stops you, dear. You're too good.
Too damn good.
Number 25, A Tap Dance, Chicago.
Your witness, Mr. Flynn.
Ladies and gentlemen, a tap dance.
Playing the conniving lawyer Billy Flynn, Richard Gere has more than a few tricks up his sleeve. One of these involves some tap dancing skills that rival old Hollywood stars. Cutting between Flynn's trial antics and shots of him dancing, the filmmakers put together a creative scene that underlines Flynn's skill with courtroom antics. It also features some fantastic moves from the actor.
Amos accused me of having an affair, so I told him that the charge was erroneous.
Objection, Your Honor. Mr. Flynn is twisting this evidence to draw conclusions that are specious and,
Erroneous?
Exactly.
Presented in a series of quick cuts, this sequence works both as a courtroom drama and a stage act. Gere's footwork accentuates his every line as he builds to a compelling finale. With taps as quick as his tongue, the work of this performer remains unforgettable.
Enough, Mr. Flynn!
I agree, Your Honor! It is enough! The defense rests.
Number 24, The Babbitt and the Bromide, Ziegfeld Follies.
Well, say, why don't we just ad-lib a little something together then, huh?
Whip it up right here on the spot, huh?
Throw it away.
Like the one we've been rehearsing for 2 weeks.
In this rare moment in musical history, two icons perform side by side. This alone would be fantastic, but the routine itself stands shoulders above many others. Ziegfeld Follies allows for Fred Astaire and Gene Kelly to do what they do best. This sequence features them in a friendly rivalry of sorts, giving what could have been an overly serious matchup an element of playfulness. They ride through costume changes and even move around with instruments. Nothing stops the two, even when Kelly seems to fall over in another funny moment. The climax has both men offering up stellar moves to remind viewers of their Terpsichorean excellence. Number 23, I Like Myself, It's Always Fair Weather. Gene Kelly proves that a tap dance doesn't have to be confined to plain old ordinary shoes. In It's Always Fair Weather, he proves that you can also use roller skates to the same effect.
She likes me, so do I.
Dancing and skating down the street, the performer does a knockout performance that's both graceful and athletic. It's an entirely unique sequence that may never be duplicated because of its sheer difficulty. Kelly executes every single step without a hitch, staying on his feet in nothing short of a miracle routine. The dancer turns a city street into a performance space in one of his strongest efforts. Number 22, Dancing on the Ceiling, Royal Wedding.
You're all places that leave me breathless, and no wonder you're all the world to me.
While many of his routines could be considered magic, Fred Astaire gives the impression of defying gravity in this scene. His incredible work here makes it look like he could actually be a sorcerer of some kind. Thanks to a little technical trickery, this performer glides up the walls in style in a sequence that shows off his creativity and skill. The sight of him upside down might be one of the most radical of its era. In this movie, the actor stakes his claim as one of the best tap kings in cinematic history, a traditional Hollywood figure revolutionizing tap dance. Number 21, Shakin' the Blues Away, Easter Parade.
Are you still going through with that crazy idea?
Crazy? Because I don't want to spend the rest of my life being a common hoofer?
Oh, wait a minute. It was good enough for you when I took you out of that chorus.
I suppose you think if it hadn't been for you, I'd still be there.
While many remember this film for Fred Astaire and Judy Garland, it also includes the work of the talented Ann Miller. Her solo dance to Shakin' the Blues Away is fabulous from start to finish.
Proving that there's a way to chase your cares away. If you would lose your weary blues, shake 'em away.
Sporting a colorful wardrobe, the dancer fills the showcase with plenty of electric movements. Her signature move during this performance is an incredible spin. Miller's exuberant style keeps the viewer's attention, building to a dizzying effect by the end. The performer also performs spirals in the conclusion that will leave you speechless. True to the title of this number, the actress gives audiences a reason to forget their worries.
Shake 'em away. Shake 'em away. Away.
Number 20, The Condos Brothers, Hey Rookie. Siblings Nick, Steve, and Frank Condos were three incredible tap dancing brothers who got their start in the 1930s, dancing in a few Hollywood movies. If you're looking for some old school, remarkably fast, and technically perfect tapping, they've got you covered. Some of this family's best work can be seen in 1944's Hey Rookie. During this musical film starring Ann Miller, Steve and Nick show off their skills in this high-energy number. It's amazing the two managed to stay perfectly in sync given how fast their feet are moving. This scene is definitive proof that this family has plenty of tap talent.
That's all.
Number 19, Town Called Malice, Billy Elliot. The only thing better than a coming-of-age movie is one that's centered around the freedom of dance. In 2000's Billy Elliot, a young Jamie Bell plays an 11-year-old named Billy, whose dreams of being a ballet dancer upset his coal mining father.
Lads do football or boxing or wrestling, not friggin' ballet.
Out of the many amazing tap sequences, the best tap scene comes when the boy vents his frustrations by dancing to Town Called Malice. The way the choreography combines classic tap moves with Billy's utter desperation results in an extremely moving number. It perfectly encapsulates childlike frustration in a beautiful and energetic way. Number 18. The Worry Song, Anchors Away. Gene Kelly's perfectionist attitude towards choreography and his habit for pushing the limits on what a dance sequence could be made every one of his scenes stunning. One of his most memorable scenes takes place in 1945's Anchors Away.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
La 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 la.
La 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 la.
You see?
During the story of two sailors on leave in Hollywood, Kelly tap dances with the cartoon mouse, Jerry. The sequence required the utmost care to pull off. Animators had to painstakingly use rotoscoping to match the mouse's movements with Kelly's frame by frame. Since Kelly did not downplay any of his skill during the dance, we can imagine how difficult it was for the technical crew to give us this fantastic duo's work. Number 17. Lois Bright and the Miller Brothers, Heidi-Ho. One of the best tap trios of the classic Hollywood age consisted of Lois Bright and the Miller Brothers. This acrobatic group was known for performing their numbers on platforms of various heights to give audiences a breathless thrill. Thankfully, they delivered again in 1947's Heidi-Ho. During this musical featuring an all-black cast and starring the famed band leader Cab Calloway, Lois and the Miller Brothers perform atop platforms that spell out the word Miller. It's awe-inspiring to watch them skip and hop from letter to letter with graceful ease. As they dance to increasingly greater heights, we're uplifted too. Number 16. Abraham, White Christmas. If you're in the mood for an excellent tap partner dance, we can't recommend White Christmas enough.
Well, what's the tempo of the last part there? Keep it rocking, will you, fellas?
While the movie is generally known as a Bing Crosby vehicle, Vera Ellen and John Brascia delivered an absolutely dynamic number. Set to the song Abraham, tap dancers Vera Ellen and John Brascia are about as jaunty and as full of pizzazz as you could be. They're perfectly in sync for every turn, move, and clap. The height of their energy is only matched by the height of their talent. By the end of the scene, you'll be grinning as widely as the duo is after pulling off such a bright and beautiful performance. Number 15. Let's Say It with Firecrackers, Holiday Inn. Legendary performer Fred Astaire gave us a particularly explosive sequence in 1942's Holiday Inn. Astaire's Ted is 1/3 of a song and dance act that goes through trials and tribulations throughout the film. At one point, Ted needs to come up with a unique tap number on the spot. After spotting a bit of firecrackers, an iconic number is born. Astaire starts the routine by looking cool as a cucumber as he masterfully taps around the stage with a cigarette in his mouth. Suddenly, he takes things up a notch by throwing a firecracker to the ground in time with the music. Although the mini explosions add an element of danger, Astaire looks joyful during the entirety of this impressive routine. 13. Dance Down the Stairs, Yankee Doodle Dandy. Tap dancing on its own is no easy feat. So seeing someone tap down the stairs in rhythm is a mind-blowing sight.
Well, I'll tell you what you do. You sit right here. You sit right here, and I will give you an idea of what I mean. It may not be much. I'm not the dancer I used to be, but then who is? Now watch carefully, now.
In 1942's Yankee Doodle Dandy, James Cagney stars as George M. Cohan, aka the man who owned Broadway. And believe us, Cagney more than lives up to that name. In this number, he swiftly and gracefully taps his way down the stairs to the film's title song. His ability to keep rhythm and flexibility in his body is unmatched. While it's a short number, Cagney handles the complex sequence with such ease that it demands our attention. Number 13. Ann Miller solo, Small Town Girl. A star of early Hollywood and famous for her lightning speed dances, Ann Miller proves her chops in this delightful musical film from 1953. She pulls us in with enchanting singing at first.
Till I hear that beat, I gotta hear that beat. That certain beat in my heart.
Before long, Miller is dancing to I Gotta Hear That Beat and energetically tapping around as the band plays along from underground. Yes, you heard us right. Miller has no real backup in this number or partner to feed off of. It's just her infectious smile, and her feet moving as fast as possible. She comes alive in the spotlight and never misses a beat. It's a truly breathtaking solo. Number 12. Prove Me Wrong, White Nights. What happens when you take not one, but two of the best dancers of their generation and put them together in one scene? You get an incredible tap sequence for the ages. In White Nights, the incomparable Gregory Hines and Mikhail Baryshnikov play two dancers who start out at odds. But they end up finding chemistry through the magic of dance. In this modern and distinctive number, Hines and Baryshnikov bring their own signature styles to the table. They're able to look past their differences and meld their styles together. The symbolism behind their willingness to learn from each other enhances this special and mesmerizing number. Number 11. Lullaby of Broadway, Gold Diggers of 1935. An iconic sequence made the film within a film, Lullaby of Broadway, unforgettable. The number is absolutely packed with a huge crew of tap dancers. While they all move in sync, it feels and sounds like we're in the middle of a thunderstorm. But this electrifying routine is full of smaller and more intricate choreography too. While you may see three dancers moving in sync one moment, the rest of the huge crowd is bound to follow suit a moment later. Watching this massive number takes our breath away every time. The hard work that all these dancers put in culminated in a routine that feels like the stuff of dreams.
A table for two, a lady divine, a rhapsody blue, a bottle of wine. Then you'll listen to a siren song. Come and shuffle along. Come and dance.
Number 10. Too Darn Hot, Kiss Me Kate.
Go, girl, go.
It's too darn hot.
In this musical, inspired by Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew, Ann Miller shows off her tap dancing skills in a hot pink ensemble that heats up this sultry number.
According to the latest report, every average girl you know much prefers her lovey-dovey to court when the temperature is low.
Throughout her career, Miller was renowned for her speed as a tap dancer, and it was rumored she could tap 500 times per minute. This began because she had to wear rubber-soled dance shoes, which would give her enough traction to dance on slippery, waxed stages. As a result, the audio of her dancing had to be separately recorded and synced to her film performances in the editing room. Miller had other spectacular tap numbers, but this one is unbeatable. Number 9, Begin the Beguine, Broadway melody of 1940.
When they begin the begging, listen to it bringing back the sentimental sound of music so tender.
This MGM film brings together Eleanor Powell and Fred Astaire, the only appearance that paired these two tap legends on screen. Not only is this sequence considered one of the best tap dances in film history, it's said that Powell was the only female dancer who could outshine Astaire. With production beginning in 1939, the set of the Begin the Beguine dance number cost a whopping $120,000 to build, worth over $2 million today. The revolving mirror panels behind Powell and Astaire create an enchanting dreamlike background, and they seem to float across the stage as they dance. Number 8, Boogie Wonderland, Happy Feet.
Boogie Wonderland.
In Happy Feet, Mumble is unable to sing to attract a mate, so tap dance becomes his alternative form of self-expression. As Gloria, whose singing voice is provided by Brittany Murphy, sings this Earth, Wind & Fire classic, Mumble uses his moves to express his lifelong love for her. The rhythmic beats and slides of this dance style are a perfect match for the sound of penguin feet on ice. While the film utilized the vocal talents of Robin Williams and Hugh Jackman, motion capture technology was used to animate the dancing penguins.
I'm best expressed through the feet, just like Mumble.
According to director George Miller, dancer and choreographer Savion Glover and his distinct dancing style was a perfect fit for Mumble's unique character. Number 7, Table Dance, Pardon My Sarong. In this Abbott and Costello film, the tap dancing group Tip Tap and Toe show off their silky smooth sliding moves. With the jazzy song Shout Brother Shout performed by the Ink Spots, the dancers take turns on a restaurant table with their fun and fluid routine. Throughout the 1930s and 40s, this trio delivered an enchanting blend of comedy and tap dance to a number of musical comedy films.
When that rhythm hits you, shout, brother, shout. Don't be afraid.
The best description of dancer Raymond Winfield's style comes from the Library of Congress. Quote, Winfield slid forward, backward, sideways, and around, as if he had buttered feet on a hot stove. Number 6, Nice Work If You Can Get It, A Damsel in Distress. We can always count on Fred Astaire for a memorable performance. While there are countless unforgettable dance numbers from Astaire throughout his career, this film was his second to be directed by George Stevens. With a cast that includes husband and wife comedy duo George Burns and Gracie Allen, A Damsel in Distress has plenty of music, dancing, and laughs. In this scene, Fred Astaire shows off a wide range of his talents with a whimsical flair as Jerry. Filmed in one continuous take, the musical number features a jazz tune by George and Ira Gershwin that's now considered a standard. Not only does he deliver a fantastic song and dance, but he also plays the drums with his feet. Number 5. Good Morning, Singin' in the Rain.
Good morning, we've talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Co-directed and choreographed by Gene Kelly himself, this musical has no shortage of impressive dance numbers. We know the solo in the pouring rain is a classic, but Good Morning takes the cake. After Don's first talking film is an absolute disaster at its preview, Kathy and Cosmo help him find a way to save the picture. They express their excitement and relief by singing about the new day. This delightful scene sees the trio dancing around the house, jumping onto furniture, and dancing with their raincoats. Amazingly, Debbie Reynolds had no formal dance training prior to being cast in Singin' in the Rain, and held her own under Kelly's strict demands. The stars repeated takes of the scene for 15 hours straight, before Kelly decided to use the first take. Number 4. Bury Me Not, Panama Hattie. The three Barry brothers danced together in several Hollywood films in the 1940s, including this musical set in the Panama Canal Zone. Their acrobatic moves are comparable to the better-known Nicholas brothers, and the two groups even competed against each other in public in 1938. With their effortless and elastic performance, you'll want to brace yourself for the end of the show-stopping dance scene in Panama Hattie. If you look closely, the Barry brothers tear through the railing as they leap off the balcony. Number 3. The Stair Dance, The Little Colonel.
I went to the market for to get some beef, and the beef so tough, and I couldn't get enough. I paid $5.
Performed by Bill Bojangles Robinson and a Shirley Temple between 6 and 7 years old, this beloved tap dance was the first interracial dance performance in a Hollywood film. Since 1918, Robinson had been known for this rhythmic staircase routine, and even attempted to patent it. Looking back on her film career, Temple recalled how, quote, Robinson taught her how to feel the beat, rather than count it out. Their warm chemistry is tangible in this scene, and the two went on to co-star in several films together throughout the 1930s.
Say, you can catch on quick. Look out now, here's your last one.
With this number, Robinson and Temple showed that you don't need more than a simple song and a staircase to perform a captivating dance.
What's going on around here?
Number 2. Challenging the Tap Masters, Tap.
That's it, baby. Fit. All right,
Gregory Hines had already tapped up a storm on screen before Tap's release in 1989. brings together many fantastic African-American tap legends of the 20th century. In this challenge scene, Gregory Hines is pitted against Arthur Duncan, Bunny Briggs, and many other well-known tap stars.
What about them legs, boy?
Many of these dancers would have been in their 50s and 60s when this sequence was filmed, but none of them miss a beat in this energetic sequence. Ending with Hines and Sammy Davis Jr. going head-to-head in an intense dance battle, this scene seems to symbolize how Hines carried on the legacy of black rhythmic tap dance from his influences. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Tapping in the Elevator, Thoroughly Modern Millie. Julie Andrews taps beside Mary Tyler Moore in a fun elevator dance.
Art reflects life. That was in a speed test. But it's true, women today are free. For the first time, we're man's equal. We can go out into the world and make a life for ourselves. And I fully intend to. So do I.
The Shorty George, You Were Never Lovelier. Astaire and Hayworth tap the night away in an excellent duet. Moses Supposes, Singin' in the Rain. Some clever lyrics and tabletop tapping make for a great routine. Fascinating rhythm, Lady Be Good. Even as the set becomes more impressive, we never take our eyes off Eleanor Powell. Drum dance, Rosalie. Eleanor Powell beautifully taps to the beat of the drum. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Jumpin' Jive, Stormy Weather.
Now can't you hear those hepcats call? Come on boys, let's have a ball. The jump, jump it, the jumpin' jive makes you dig your jive on the mellow side. Hep, hep.
Loosely based on the life of Bill Bojangles Robinson, Stormy Weather follows the dancer's career after his service in World War I and presents the talents of various African-American performers in the 1940s. In this scene, Cab Calloway leads his band with Jumpin' Jive, accompanied by the dancing Nicholas Brothers. It's hard to believe your eyes when watching this legendary routine, with the brothers leaping over each other and landing into splits, reportedly filmed in a single take. It's no wonder that Fred Astaire has called this routine, quote, the greatest movie musical number he had ever seen. Did we forget another memorable tap scene? Let us know in the comments below. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.